Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Romeoville. It's early Wednesday morning. I want to give you a quick update on the powerful storm system forecast to impact the region late tonight into Thursday. We're expecting multiple impacts from the system, beginning with the potential for heavy rain, the highest threat being near and south of Interstate 88 and 290. That's going to be late tonight into tomorrow morning. There's also a threat of a period of heavy snow and or ice at the beginning of the precipitation. We have a chance of scattered thunderstorms with some possibility of small hail or graupel with it. In addition, we got warm and rather humid air coming into the area, which could result in accelerated snowmelt and possible dense fog. We're also looking at the possibility for a squall line to move through the area during the afternoon tomorrow, accompanying a strong cold front that could produce locally damaging winds. Then behind the cold front, we expect sustained winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour, with gusts possibly getting up to 50, if not even 60 miles an hour in spots. So here's the overall timeline of the hazards we're looking at. The locally heavy rain and possible flooding threat is mainly late tonight through tomorrow morning. The possible heavy snow or ice threat is late tonight into early tomorrow morning, which also corresponds pretty closely with the chance of thunderstorms with some small hail. Then we've got another chance of that squall line with thunderstorms and high winds during the afternoon tomorrow. The increasingly warm and humid air, melting snow adding to runoff and possible dense fog is late tomorrow morning through tomorrow afternoon. And then the strong wind gusts greater than 50 miles per hour is expected late tomorrow afternoon all the way through most of tomorrow night. So better defining the locations of where we think the hazards have the greatest threat of occurring, as far as heavy rainfall goes, we're looking really at a swath across a good chunk of the area from LaSalle and Livingston County northeast through Chicago and northwest Indiana, with a slightly lesser risk toward the Wisconsin border and maybe in far southern portions of our area down south of Watseka. The scattered thunderstorm and small hail risk is greatest south and southwest of Chicago, but the risk runs all the way up to the Wisconsin border and into northwest Indiana. As far as the risk for a brief period of heavy snow and or freezing rain or sleet, late tonight into early tomorrow morning, the best chance really is north of Interstate 88 and 290. There is a lesser risk further south, but the areas closest to the Wisconsin border are the areas we're most concerned with for that threat. As far as the warmest temperatures, the most rapid snowmelt and runoff, we think the best chance of temperatures getting well into the 40s, if not into the 50s, exists basically from Chicago to Ottawa and points south and east, where areas toward Watseka could even get into the mid to upper 50s. Really, most of the region could have the potential for dense fog, though our confidence in whether or not dense fog will form is relatively low at this point. And in the areas in green where we have the lower risk, that's where temperatures will probably get up into the low to mid 40s, with dew points in that neighborhood as well, which will still result in a fairly rapid melt-off and runoff from the melting snow. But the greatest risk is certainly going to be south of Chicago. And finally, we're looking at the squall line with the potential for wind damage during the afternoon hours tomorrow. And the threat increases as you head farther south and east. As you head northwest towards Rockford, there is still some potential for damaging winds with a squall line. But really the threat is greatest from Chicago to Ottawa and points south and east, with an increasing threat as you get into Indiana. As far as the damaging winds, pretty much it's a high risk across the entire area tomorrow night, where we're looking at winds easily gusting to 50 miles per hour for a time, and we can't even rule out gusts as high as 60 miles per hour. Because of the threat of flooding and heavy rain and excessive runoff, we've issued a flood watch for late tonight and Thursday morning, and that's in effect basically from Lee, DeKalb County eastward into the Chicago metropolitan area and points southward down into central Illinois and northwest Indiana. So that's what we're thinking as far as this major multifaceted storm that's going to affect the area late tonight into Thursday. You can catch us on social media on the links below, as well as on our website. And be sure to check back for later updates on this developing major storm system.